Um, Supergirl of Story says, who would you do a collab story with? I would do a collab story with Miss Moonmaker Girlify because she's just an amazing writer. Like, I've been watching her stories from day one, and I think our story would be a great story together. She also asked, horror or drama, which do you prefer to write? I prefer to write horror stories because I just love scary stuff. If you had to turn one of your stories into a real television series, which one would it be? I'd probably turn Chat Room into a real story because a lot of people, like in the comments of the story, they said, oh my god, I love this story, it seems so real, I feel like I'm there. So, and I feel the same way, honestly, about the story. Like, when I was writing it, I felt like I was one of the characters, like I really did. So I would make that a television series. Niley Girl 101 or Niley GRL 101, I don't know how she pronounces it, but what's your favorite story of your own? I already answered that. What's your favorite YouTube story? Answer that too. How long have you been writing? I've been writing since I was about 4 or 5 years old. I wrote a little story called Haunted House, and it was about a little girl who went to a haunted house and saw a bunch of scary stuff. It was a really cute story. I spelled a lot of stuff wrong, and it was only like 3 words per page, but it was really, really cute, and my mom loved it. So I'm 17 now, so probably I'm writing for about 12 years. Cat the Enchantress says, any advice on story making? Story making is different for everybody, definitely. I guess it depends on what your thing is. I mean, a lot of people write differently, but when it comes to making videos, I mean, I'm not really a video maker at all. I suck. But I would definitely say when you're making a series and it's in a video, make sure you have music. The music is very important because it sets the vibe for the story. Like, the music goes with the story, so it sets the mood, basically. So you gotta have music. Also, I would say make sure your the text that you use is legible, because there is nothing worse than reading a story or having really a lot of complications trying to read a story because you can't read the text over the picture. She also says, where did you get the inspiration for your stories? The inspiration was kind of all different. High school, like I said, it was just to get views, to build my fan base. So I really had no inspiration for that. And that's probably why the story flopped in my mind, because I had no inspiration from the start. I got the inspiration for Chat Room because when I was about 15, I joined the chat room and I met some very interesting people. So I thought, oh, maybe I can make a story out of that. What else? Oh, Horror Hour. I got that from R.L. Stein's Haunting Hour. They show it on the Hub. A couple of my episodes are actually based on some of his episodes. Not all of them, but a couple. I really like that series, and I also had a lot of fun making my first one-shot horror night. It was a scary one-shot, like these girls are at a summer party and then they watch a movie, a scary movie. So I thought that was really cool, so I wanted to continue stuff like that, so I made Horror Hour. And Haunted Mansion, I made that because I saw an episode of like the 90s show Martin. I don't know if you've seen it, you know, Martin Lawrence, the funny guy. And like they were at this house and it was haunted. So I thought, oh, I can make a story out of that. And yeah, and my new story that hasn't come out yet, In Love with the Rich Boy, that one just kind of came through my mind. Like, that's one of the stories that just came out of nowhere. Who is your favorite YouTube writer, friend, and fan? My favorite YouTube writer is Miss Movie Maker Girlify. My best friend on YouTube is Miss Movie Maker Girlify, and my biggest fan, I would say, is Aqua Firework, because she's very supportive and she watches my videos. I mean, she can't comment all the time, but when she does, they're very sweet comments. So I would say she is my biggest fan. Selena Darling says, why did you start writing YouTube series? I started writing YouTube series because I would always watch other people's stories on YouTube before I made my account, and I just liked it. Like, I had never heard of a Niley story before or a Nalina story before, and then I started watching them on YouTube, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I figured, well, you know, I could do this myself. I could make my own stories, and that's exactly what I did. Chocolate or vanilla? Well, I love chocolate cake much better than vanilla cake because chocolate is delicious. But I like vanilla ice cream much better than I like chocolate ice cream because vanilla ice cream is just really good. So chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream is just gold. What do you look like physically? Well, I am rare. I am half Native American, Cherokee, and half Italian. My skin is like a khaki color. I have dark brown eyes, I have a big nose, long dark hair, like jet black hair. I'm pretty slim. I could be smaller, but I'm okay, I guess. I guess that's it for what I look like. Miss X Petrova X3 says, what's your favorite band? My favorite band, even though they're not really a band anymore, they're kind of all solo, but my favorite band is the Jonas Brothers because I just love them all. They're so cute and they're just great. I love their music, so they're my favorite band. Do you like Degrassi? I've only seen bits and pieces of Degrassi, and the reason why I don't watch it is because there are like a load of seasons and it would take a really long time to catch up. So I don't really watch it, but I guess it seems like a cool show, but I don't watch it. So do I like it? Not really. I don't watch it, so yeah. What is your favorite story to write? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know if you mean like what type of story, what genre, like, or what couple, or what favorite story of my own. I don't know, but I'll just answer all of those. My favorite type of story to write, my favorite genre to write is horror. My favorite couple to write about is Nalina, and my favorite story that I have is Chat Room.